Welcome back to another video. I'm in the office. I've had a slight rejig in here. Got some different lighting and some sound deadening, so hopefully the audio will be a bit better. Today I'm going to cover just one tip on how to improve your photography, so stay tuned. If you're ever wondering, looking at images and thinking, why haven't they got that certain X factor, that punch, that impact, this video hopefully will be for you. And that's what I'm going to go through today. Just the one tip that I have, which should revolutionize how you take images out in the field. So what is this? What is it? Is it revolutionary? Is it rocket science? No, it's not. All I'm going to say is anyone that's been on a workshop or a one-to-one tuition day with me will probably have heard me say, you know, if it was a painting and you were painting a scene, what would you put in it? Would you have that branch coming in from the side? Would you have that little part of a rock in the foreground? So the one tip, and I'm going to go through some examples, sort of image by image, is to look at the scene before you press the shutter and say, okay, if I was painting this, what would I put in? I was filming down at my local beach, about 2 minutes down the road, a few weeks back, trying to do a vlog down there, but I never actually finished it. But there was an important part of the video that I'll play for you now, which covers the steps. So looking at what's in the frame and trying to recompose it to get rid of the distractions that are around the edges, or certain elements that are not working well together. So I'll pass you over to the video. Right, so back again. Alright, here we are 3 seconds f13, ISO 160, just trying to keep it down at about 3 seconds, just so it's got some movement here. I don't want a long exposure, but I don't want all the chaos of the waves as if I've frozen the action. So just the fact that it's pre-sunrise, it's quite dark anyway, so I can slow the exposure down. But I've got a 3-stop reverse grad on there just to darken the sky down a bit. It's quite a soft 3-stop reverse on the case system, unlike some others where it's a real hard line on the horizon. On the case one, it's actually quite soft. Right, so if I just show you this exposure there, you'll see down the bottom there's a little rock that's just poking up. So I just want to clear that out of the composition. Probably do that by zooming in just to get rid of it. So if I take another shot, you'll be able to see exactly what I mean. These waves are getting bigger now. The tide's coming in. Nearly getting me. I might have to move shortly. So, there we go. That'll do for that shot, I think. Got a nice crisp groin marker, and you can see the oil rig right in the distance behind. Nice and sharp. I'm sure some of you will be saying, yeah, but you can crop these things out afterwards. True, you can, but we pay a fortune for pixels, and it's a shame to waste them. Hence why getting the horizon level means you don't have to bin so many pixels to straighten it up, getting rid of the distractions at the time of taking a picture, again leaves you with a maximum resolution, the best possible image that you could have. So I'm going to move over to the computer and talk you through some examples. Okay, as per the video, this was the image that I was taking, but as you can see down the bottom here, there's the rock that is the distraction. So what I did was reframe the image by zooming in on this particular one, just to get rid of that distraction. And I think you'll all agree that this second image is a nicer, cleaner image. It actually directs you through to the groin marker and to the oil rig or boat in the background. So a simple step, just by looking at the things that were distracting me from the image. If I was painting it, I wouldn't have put that rock in. So that's that principle in action again. Next up, we've got a image from Kimmeridge, a beautiful sunrise down at Kimmeridge. As you can see, the sky was going wild, the rocks and the colours in the rocks and the sea were beautiful, but this image just doesn't do it for me. Texture in the rocks is great, we've got a nice leading line down here, but the edge of this headland is too close to the edge, so it's a distraction. So what I needed to do at the time of taking the picture was to move, reframe it, recompose it. So this is what I came up with. So again, using the line of the rocks to take you up through the image, pointing straight at Clavel's Pier. A much stronger image if I compare them. Next, we've got a beautiful sunset down in Devon towards the end of last year. Fantastic! They built this lovely curved set of steps down the cliff face here down to a little cove. Lovely colours, love the green, love the steps, but the composition wasn't right, because this S curve was kind of taking me out of the frame. So rather than trying to recrop that or make do with that image, going, oh yeah, lovely colours, nice steps, blah blah blah, I moved about a foot to the left, pointed the camera slightly round a bit and come up with this image. Again, using the steps, got a lovely strong S curve through the image to the colour of the sunset. Again, just moving it, reframing it at the time. If I was painting that image, I'd have that S curve in there. So I was really, really pleased with this image. Another image, this was actually last week, just walking in the New Forest with a one-to-one client of mine, and the light on this ridge was just spectacular. So quickly framed up a shot, took the shot, really happy with it, but there's this really distracting little slither of sky at the top here. So yes, I could have cropped that out, I could crop it out afterwards, but I'm throwing away pixels doing that. So rather than doing that, reframed a different shot, just moving the elements slightly, and I think you'll agree it's a stronger image. Really, really happy with that. It was beautiful. Handheld with the 70-300 at 300. So yes, in some examples you can crop, but you are throwing away pixels that you've paid a lot of money for. So it's always better, in my opinion, to get the shot right on the back of the camera. Gives you the maximum resolution, gives you the best possible chance. You can always crop down and recenter the image, reframe it, But if you can get rid of the distractions at the time that you're taking the picture, it will make it so easy to post-process those images. As I say, ask yourself the question, if I was painting this, what would I put in? That's it. It's really simple. So that's the end of today's. Really simple. Hopefully I'll be out with the camera quite a bit soon. Got a few photography trips planned. Can you believe that? So assume that the lockdown easing continues, then I'll be out with the camera and with the vlogging camera to come up with some more videos for you. So in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to get notified of new videos. Then click the alarm bell as well. Smash the like button, comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.